Which of the following graphs represents the compound inequality shown? For this one, we want to get x by itself in the middle first. So let's do that. And just as a rule of thumb, I kind of treat when we're moving x around, you can kind of treat the less than and equal signs as equal signs. You can't really, it's not the same, so you can't exactly think of it like that. And my teachers used to get mad at me for even suggesting so. But I mean, it is kind of true. I mean, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other two sides, kind of like two equal signs. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So the first thing we're going to do is add 8 to both sides, because we want to start with, addition and subtraction first when it comes to these inequalities. So if we add 8 to this side, we add 8 to this side, we have to add 8 to all sides. So this just, negative 8 plus positive 8 is just 0. And that's just 2x, because those 8's cancel out. And then we've got 16. Okay. So now, to get x by itself, we divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. And now 0 over anything is just 0. 2x over 2 is just x. 16 over 2 is 8. Now, because we didn't have to divide by any negatives, these inequalities just kind of stay the same. If we did have to divide by negatives, those things will actually flip. So like that will turn into that. Maybe a less than or equal to will turn into a greater than or equal to. But for this problem, we don't have to worry about that. That's just a side note. All right, so here's our equation. X is in between 0 and 8, but equal to 0. So since we have the less than and equal to, over at the 0 mark, we should have a solid line. And we have that on a solid circle and B. So we know that these two are clearly out. And we're between 0 and 8. Well, there's nothing in between 0 and 8 here, so we know that's out. So D is going to have to be our answer. So x is between 0 and 8 and equal to 0, but less than 8. So that's why you have the circle that's not filled in on that 8 point, and then you have the solid on the 0 point, all because of this inequality, these inequalities here. And D is your answer.